Hello friends, today we are going to learn the part of the gearbox and their transmission. Already we have seen in transmission system, that is a sliding mesh gearbox we have completed in last video. In this video we are going to continue with the constant mesh gearbox. The particularly in sliding mesh gearbox having the some problems, those are removed, and for the next generation we can use the constant mesh gearbox. Myself, Mr. S.P. Udgave, Department of Mechanical Engineering, working as an assistant professor in Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. So, types of gearbox, that is a sliding mesh gearbox, constant mesh gearbox, synchro mesh gearbox, and epicyclic gearbox. In last video, we have completed the sliding mesh gearbox, and engine may consist of one or more gearbox. In this video, we are going to complete the constant mesh gearbox. There may be gearbox which is a mixture of these types. Constant mesh gearbox content of this video: the basic parts, construction of the constant mesh gearbox, working, advantages, and application. First, with the introduction that is related with the constant mesh gearbox. The constant mesh gearbox was invented to overcome the limitation of sliding mesh gearbox. In the gearbox, all gears are always in mesh. The gear remains fixed and not slide like the sliding mesh gearbox. In this gearbox, the sliding mesh was replaced with constantly meshed pairs of gears and new shifting devices named dog, that is shown in this figure, that is a dog, are used. Dog clutches were introduced, and a constant mesh gearbox usually comes with the 4-speed and 1 reverse manual transmission configuration. This gearbox has different parts like counter shaft, main shaft. You can see the counter shaft, main shaft, and the clutch shaft, gears, and dog clutch. The gears on the counter shaft are fixed to it, and in the gears on the main shaft are free to rotate. The helical and herringbone gears are usually used in this gearbox, so it is a quieter than the sliding mesh gearbox which is used in spur gear. In this gearbox, all gears in the main shaft and the counter shaft are always engaged and with each other, and the different transmission ratio or speed ratio are obtained by using the dog clutch. Dog clutches are engaged with gears on the main shaft, and they, they obtain desired speed or torque. The main parts of the constant mesh gearbox: the first shaft, there are three shafts present in the gearbox: the clutch shaft, main shaft, and lay shaft. Main shaft, it is known as the this is the main shaft, and it is known as the output shaft. It is a splined shaft over which the dog clutch along with the gears are mounted, and gears on this shaft are free to rotate. Second, lay shaft. This is a blue color shaft. It is a lay shaft or counter shaft. It is an intermediate shaft between the main shaft and clutch shaft. The gears of counter shaft are in constant mesh with the gears of the main shaft. Also, the gear of counter shaft are not free to rotate as they are directly connected to the counter shaft. And last, clutch shaft. The clutch shaft carries the engine output gearbox but act as a input to the gearbox. It is also known as the input shaft. Second, dog clutch. These are the orange color. We can show the dog clutch. The dog clutch couples the lay shaft and main shaft by the interference and the not by the friction. The dog clutches are used to transmit the appropriate gear ratio to the main shaft or output shaft by coming in interference with the pair of gears with suitable gear ratio. There are usually two dog clutches in a constant mesh gearbox, and last, that is a third one, gears. Gears of constant mesh gearbox comes in pair. All gears of lay shaft or counter shaft are always paired with the gear of main shaft or output shaft. These paired gears of counter shaft and main shaft provide the different gear ratio which can be transmitted to main shaft by engaging the dog, and with appropriate gear ratio it is required. There are two types of gears are used in constant mesh gearbox. First one helical gears, and second one bevel gears. Helical gears, these are have angular teeth over the cylindrical cross-sectional body, and bevel gears, these gears have angular cut teeth over the conical cross-section metal body. The construction of the constant mesh gearbox. So the output of the engine is carried by the clutch shaft, and the gear in clutch shaft is in constant mesh with the gear lay shaft. There are 5 gears in lay shaft. We can see the lay shaft contains the 5 gears. That is, the first gear engages with the input shaft, second, third, fourth, and this is the reverse gear, fifth gear in left shaft, one of which is connected to the gear of clutch shaft, and each other for, that is, a 4 gears are mounted on the main shaft. This is the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one connected with gear of main shaft. All 4 gears are different size for to obtain the different gear ratios, and idler gear, you can see the idler gear is here, is present between the gear between the lay shaft and main shaft for the reverse gear. Now, working of the constant mesh gearbox, when dog clutch engaged with the different gears, the main shaft and the different gear ratios are obtained, as gears of main shaft are always paired with gears of the counter shaft to form the different gear ratios. And if the dog clutch is not in contact with any gear of main shaft, the gears of main shaft rotates freely, and the does not rotate the main shaft as they are connected with the main shaft using the bearings. The main shaft rotates only when one of the dog clutch is engaged with any one of the main shaft. And finally, the reverse gear, it is obtained in this gearbox using, that is the same technique that was the sliding gearbox is using idler gear between the main shaft and the counter shaft gear. Now first gear, that is the first gear is obtained in constant mesh gearbox when dog clutch gets engaged by interference with the largest gear of main shaft, which is the constant mesh with the smallest gear of main shaft. This gear provides a maximum torque and minimum speed to the main shaft. Now we can see in the figure. So in this figure, so this is the dog clutch when engages with the this first gear and the main, that is a lay shaft with the largest gear. So this is the first gear. It gives the maximum torque and minimum speed. And engagement, this portion, it is engaged, dog is engaged with the first gear, and we can get the maximum torque and minimum speed. Now the second gear, in second gear is obtained when dog clutch gets engaged with the second largest gear of main shaft, which is this constant mesh with the second smallest gear of lay shaft, and this gear provides the higher speed and lower torque than the first gear. In this is the second gear in which the this dog clutch, it is engaged with the second gear, and that transfer the torque, that is a minimum torque and maximum speed compared with the first gear. And finally the third gear, that is the third gear, it is obtained when dog clutch engages with the second smallest gear of the main shaft, which is a constant mesh with the second largest gear of the lay shaft. This gear gives the more speed and less torque than the second gear. Similar way, this is the third gear, and we can use the same dog and we can slide towards the third gear, and this is the this gear, largest gear on the main shaft and smallest gear on the main shaft are engages with each other, and we can get the maximum speed compared with the second gear and minimum torque compared with the second gear. Next is the fourth gear. uh, this is the this gear provides the higher or maximum speed in vehicle using the constant mesh gearbox, and uh, this gear is obtained when dog clutch engages with the smallest, that is a gear on the main shaft, which is a constant mesh gearbox with the gear of the lay shaft. Now in this, that is a engagement of the smallest gear, it is a transfer the fourth gear, that is a transfer the power. And finally the reverse gear, this is a, in this gear the vehicle that is goes in reverse direction like the sliding mesh gearbox, and idler gives, that is a idler gear that is gives also used to constant mesh gearbox between the main shaft and the gear on the lay shaft gear to form the reverse gear. And reverse gear, it is obtained when dog clutch it is engages with the gear of main shaft and paired with the idler gear. So that is a engagement between the, it is a dog clutch that is present between the in between the third and the last fourth one gear, and the idler gear when comes with the, when this is the comes in contact with the dog wheels comes in contact with the main shaft gear, then it will be transfer the power and vehicle runs in reverse direction. This is the working and the advantages of the constant mesh gearbox. That is the first, that is a constant mesh gearbox are quieter because the helical and herringbone gears are used in gearbox instead of the spur gears. And since the gears are engaged by the dog clutches, if any damage occurs while the engaging the gears, the dog unit members get damaged and not the gear wheels. Application: the constant mesh gearbox was mainly used in frame, that is mainly used, sorry, in farm trucks, and the that's used in motor bikes and heavy machinery. It is also used in car like that is a Ford model. Constant mesh gearbox also used in motorbike before introduction of the synchro mesh gearbox in 1922 in General Motors. Thank you. Stay connected for the next videos.